Hello, my name is Dante Renee, and welcome to the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page where I talk about films that I believe need to be talked about more. Like tonight's film, 1983's unknown, rare, utterly stupefying mind F of a film called SKULLDUGGEry. This is a VHS of SKULLDUGGEry. There's a little sticker right there because this was bought from a rental store back in the day. SKULLDUGGEry. Let's see. Well, there's nothing there, but this is the back of it. Okay, you're getting a screenshot there and some nice artwork. There's the font and more great artwork on the front of this thing. This is SKULLDUGGEry from 1983. Now, not to be confused with another film called SKULLDUGGEry from 1970, which is a completely, I mean, I haven't seen it, but it looks to be a completely different film. We're not talking about that one. That looks to be some science fiction type vibe of a film. This is 1983's film. It started as a game until death started playing. I gotta tell you, this is the only release of this. This is from media. I think there's some kind of, I don't know, slightly illegitimate release of this on DVD you can find on Amazon. I think it's a bootleg, but this is on VHS. And if VCRs are dying, this movie will die. It'll be lost forever, and people will not know about this unbelievable film called SKULLDUGGEry. I gotta tell you, I think I remember seeing this at rental stores when I was younger, but I don't think I rented it. I don't think I might have, but this is... There's nothing like this. I have never seen a film like this before, and we're going to talk about it. I got notes and everything here. This is just insane. We're gonna do something a little bit different because this movie has so many different aspects to it. In its 95-minute running time, I think it is 95 minutes. That we're gonna have to just. I got a lot of different things here. Let's start off with the music. Now, first off, this film is noted as a horror film, okay? And I will say that this definitely has a horror core to it, but it is all over the spectrum and into some spectrums that you're not even prepared for. Let's look at the music first for 1983 SKULLDUGGEry, okay? We have suspense jazz. We have disco. We have scary music, mystery, all orchestrated type score, fun, jazz, period music, big band, weird spacey avant-garde music, and cello classical music. Now, in the suspense and scary and mystery, we have it, and the fun, we have it kind of orchestrated score. We also have a title song to the film that's played later on in the film as well, which is a disco song with lots of voices, if you know what I'm saying. And we also have a kind of a rendition, a big band rendition of When the Saints Go Marching In also. Now, there's a lot of diversity to the music in this film, and I would say there's still even more diversity to the film itself. There's lots of music throughout this film, and the music really provides a lot of atmosphere as well as kind of contradictions to what you're feeling. So, let's get into this film. I have a bunch of notes here, and I'm just going to go through them because there's a lot going on. We have a magician in the film. We have a puzzle man throughout the film who's putting puzzle pieces together inconceivably. Is it connected to what's going on in the movie that you're watching? We have a tic-tac-toe man who shows up throughout the course of the movie, but nobody else can see him except in maybe one scene I noticed somebody could see him. We have a very weird jester-like doll throughout the film that is definitely has an evil presence to it. We have devil worship in this movie. We have a genealogical family curse. We have a role-playing game, which is somewhat of a core of the film, and it's on the cover art as well. But we have a role-playing game in this film that has a cult vibes to it. There's this unbelievable, there are genius shots and situations scattered throughout this wildly original film. We have this goofy mirror murder fail. That's all I'm going to say there. Okay? A goofy mirror murder fail. We have hallucinations. We have a big, humongous snake death. Deja vu. We have humor scattered throughout this film. Fat humor. People who are fat. We have humor there. We have gothic horror. We have the surreal. We have a fortune teller. We have tarot cards. A quote in the film that says, "Life is a puzzle." We have another awesome type of genius shot type of this illusion. We have this TV show illusion off of a small black and white TV set in a fortune teller's room. We have, throughout the film, we have role-playing game versus reality versus curse, and the connections of all of those. We have sex humor in the film. We have stabbings in the film. We have ape costume sex. We have a needle death. We have a horny nurse, a horny hot nurse. She's awesome. We have red lights and blue lights throughout the film, almost reminding me a bit of Argento's Suspiria in the way that it's done. We have a great quote here, "Turn around and show me your ass," said by the horny nurse to a guy. We have another quote in here from a character who says, "I'm not gay, I'm just uncomfortable." We have medieval vibes in this film, medieval occult, medieval gothic horror, incest role-playing. We have a scene with Liberace playing the piano. We have a foggy cemetery, devil horns, true devil horns. Wait, let me get my hand up here. True devil horns like that, utilized in the film. We have a costume store. And here's another quote. "They think it's a Rolling Stone concert, stupid assholes." We have this section at a cemetery, and also there's a funeral taking place where it's like a funeral surreal humor environment. So weird, with these shots of people at the funeral, their faces, women who almost look alike at first, and then like a small girl, or is it a dwarf? Or we have a horny teen sex comedy character in the film as well. We have this interesting theme in the film that masks expose the secret dreams of the wearer. We have a bunny costume murder in the film. A girl with a leg rash that keeps coming up throughout the film inconceivably. The title of the film, Skullduggery, is a code word. We have a December 4th costume party. We have a symbol that is a sign of the apostles of hell. A theme that the present is both the future and the past. We have a quote, "Could you please deflate your tits?" We have a chef slasher. The theme of innocence. We have ballet, blood drinking. This is a movie where you must look around in every scene for symbols and things that continually reappear, like the tic-tac-toe man, but also interchanging with the puzzle piece man. And that puzzle will slowly get formed throughout the film. And there are religious themes, Judeo-Christian religious themes throughout the film as well, with the Garden of Eden and creationism and the apple and the snake. Throughout the film, these symbols are geniusly throughout the film. So if you watch this film more than one time, you're going to be seeing things, you're going to be seeing connections that you never saw before. Anyway, okay. geniusly. We a gas pipe death, or some kind of or hot smoke death that peels the skin off a girl. A quote: "There are two ultimates in life: power and money." We have a three-person stabbing at one time, an attempted gang rape, a magical party phone line, amazing lit hallways that look like you're entering into heaven, a great kind of piece of dialogue that somebody says where they say, "Are we just imagining things, or are we stoned?" Could be a theme. And they mention Skullduggery, the title again, and they say Skullduggery, quote, "the perfect deceit." We have this magical neon door. We have an invisible bow and arrow. We have a fish tank death. And the fish tank is another thing that reoccurs through the film. And I gotta tell you, we have an absolutely total mind fuck ending to this movie that gave me chills, but also had me questioning what I just saw and throughout the film. And then the closing credits roll with when the Saints go marching in. What an ending that was just the type of idea that it was just a mind f, a total mind f, that you couldn't believe the journey you just took. And what was happening with the mixing of genres and the mixing of emotions and feels and vibes and situations, and these really deep, crazy artistic connections throughout all of the scenes of this film. There's a great cult vibe to this film. There's a great late night horror vibe to this film. There's a great what the F surreal, avant-garde, experimental vibe to this film. There's a bit of art house vibe in this film. There's comedy vibes in this film. There's exploitation vibes in this film. While there's no nudity, there's a great deal of sensuality, well done sensuality in the film. And the acting is awesome. The lead guy in the film has such a great presence. His face, the way he speaks, listen to people's names in the film, possibly having religious connotations as well. There is no film like this movie, and please, I hope that somebody puts this out on DVD or Blu-ray. This is Skullduggery from 1983. Here it is. The copyright on the credits was 1982, and this is a film, I believe, that was filmed in Toronto, Canada as well. And I think I saw a character in here who plays somebody, I believe, in Screwballs, which would make sense. I believe that was a Canadian production. Directed by Otto Richter and produced by Otto Richter as well. This is it, folks. They're playing for power over evil, but evil has the power over them. There's nothing like this. Starring Tom Haverstock, Wendy Crewson, and David Calderisi. Holy crap. Skullduggery, folks. Skullduggery, 1983. Thank you so much for watching the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page, where I talk about films that I believe need to be talked about more, like this one right here, VHS. Please feel free to check out all the other films on this YouTube page, constantly being added, and please feel free to check out my own personal films, youtube.com/poopydiarrhea. Thank you so much, and good night.